Hello, and welcome to Region Locked. Many know of Nintendo of America's old policy against religious symbolism appearing on their consoles. Censorship of religious imagery occurred with many Nintendo games, both localized and Western titles. When religion was a game's focus, publishers struggled to get Nintendo's seal of approval and resorted to selling their titles on unlicensed cartridges. Wisdom Tree released two of these unlicensed games, Bible Adventures on the NES and Super Noah's Ark 3D on the Super Nintendo. However, one Bible game did get officially licensed by Nintendo, yet it only saw release in Europe. That game is Konami's Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark was created by Source Research and Development and published by Konami of Europe in 1992. The game follows Noah after being commanded by God to put two of each animal on board his ark to save them from the world-ending flood. However, other people have captured the animals he needs, preventing Noah from fulfilling the will of God. To complete his mission, Noah must go around the world and free these animals from captivity. The game plays like any platformer of its age, with the player having to navigate past a number of different enemies. However, it has the added hindrance of a continually rising water level. Noah can hurt enemies with a small projectile attack, or by jumping on their heads. A number of different power-ups can make this task slightly easier. That said, power-ups are lost after a single hit. The player can obtain transformative magic which allows Noah to take on different forms. These include a feather form which assists him with aerial traversal of the stage, a fish form which helps Noah swim through the rising waters, and a statue form which prevents projectile damage and increases his attack when landing on enemy heads. Noah can also obtain new attacks by rescuing ducks, changing his random spread projectile into something stronger and easier to predict. The game's stages are the 7 different continents: Europe, North America, South America, Africa, Antarctica, Oceania, and Asia. A giant sentient plug must be destroyed at the end of each stage, and mini forms of these plugs are also found throughout the stages. When these mini plugs are destroyed, the water level rises at a slower pace. On stage 3 of each continent, Noah finds the animal that needs to be rescued. In order to save them, Noah must travel through a magical doorway, bringing him to the continent's boss. Nintendo of America has a strong stance when it comes to religious imagery in their older titles, along with their guidelines restricting adult themes. The guidelines, written in 1988, forbade symbols that are related to any type of racial, religious, nationalistic, or ethnic group, such as crosses, pentagrams, God, gods, Satan, hell, and Buddha. Mythological deities, such as the Roman gods, were acceptable, however. This was an obvious attempt to prevent controversy, with the company closely watching its family-friendly image. In many cases, this policy only resulted in minor changes, such as changing the name of The Legend of Zelda, the Triforce of the Gods, to A Link to the Past in the West. It's highly unlikely, however, that Nintendo of America would have allowed a game about a Bible story to officially appear on their console, and it seems Nintendo of Europe were more lenient on this issue. On top of this, Nintendo of America had already refused publication rights for a religious game a year prior with Bible Adventures. Had Noah's Ark received an official seal of quality, it would have looked as though Konami received preferential treatment. It's also possible Nintendo of America would have taken issue with stereotyping the various nations in the game. Several characters from various backgrounds also try to stop Noah, which could be seen as stereotyping these groups as blasphemous or anti-God. As a result, Noah's Ark remained exclusive to Europe and saw only a limited release. Though many commend the developers' efforts to create high-quality sprites within the limited NES hardware, the game is also cited as being poorly programmed with unfair mechanics that show little consistency, much like the game's plot. After all, Noah murders a menagerie of creatures and people in every stage, all to rescue a single animal on each continent. That's all for today, but if you're interested in another European platformer that never made it to America, check out our video on Ninja Gaiden for the Master System. We will also be playing a small portion of Noah's Ark on our second channel on Wednesday the 24th of May, so check that out. If the video's been out for a while, you can still check out the broadcast after we finish. Don't forget to give the video a like too. My name is Greg, and this has been Region Locked.